You're right guys, it's Capgun Tom here and welcome to a FIFA 14 video. Now today I'm going to get you guys to get involved in this video and we're going to have a bit of fun as a group. So every year there is a very strong Silver League. Very, very strong indeed. I mean, like FIFA 12 we're talking Serie A, Brasilvas and BPL. Last year we're talking like the Bundesliga, the Pro League and the BPL again. And you know, I want to find out which one is going to be the best this year. I think we can make a good prediction as a group of people. So what I've done is I've gone out onto FUT Head and I have created the best silver squads from all the leagues that I think are, you know, viable, that are good leagues to build it from, or nationalities, and I will show you them in a second. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to go off and go to the link which is in the description to each team, and you can upvote whichever one you think is the strongest. So just drop a thumbs up on every squad that you think is going to be pretty good. If you don't think it's going to be particularly good, then don't bother, and feel free to put your comments down in the comments section of this video or on the squad, saying ways that the squad could be improved. Maybe there's a player that you think that you should have been in a certain position instead of the ones that I put in there. So completely up to you, and I think that'll be kind of fun. And in like a week's time I'll come back and I'll sort of like go through all the votes and see which one was the best, and then I'll probably build that team when FIFA 14 first comes out. Now I want to say that I just did this commentary and I have 8 different teams and it took way too long. It took me 19 minutes to go through all of them. So what I've decided to do is split this video up into 2 parts. If you hit 500 likes on this video, I will upload the other part at 8 PM tonight. So you've got your time to hit that like button now, and then of course I will put up the other squads as well, and the other squads are the ones that I think are going to be the best. And if you're looking to buy some Ultimate Team coins, go and check out FUT Coin Emporium. Their link will be down in the description. First off, we have a team from last year and it is going to be the Bundesliga. So Malapa at striker, it's in a 4-4-1-1. Malapa at striker, I think he's going to be absolutely incredible. He's already going for 12k on Xbox. We have Beister as well in the centre forward position. Both going to be very, very good. Malapa track record is unbelievable from last year, so can only imagine he'll be good this year. Beister's been moved from that right mid position, so he's now a centre forward. Very quick, very good shooting of 72. He's actually got better shooting than Malapa, so you can imagine the sort of damage he's going to do. We have S1 at left mid. Obviously he was so good last year as a striker. He was a gold. Whether he'll be that good this year as a left mid, I don't know, but he's still got the same sort of stats, 91 pace and 70 shooting, so I'm not, you know, I'm not doubting that he will be good, but there you go. And also there is other players that you can play in that position, so the likes of El Yunusi, that I think that will be very good. Then Rojas at the right midfield, so he's got 4-star, 4-star. I showed you him yesterday in one of my investing videos. Also showed you Maxim as well, another 4-star, 4-star player, the only one that's central in the Bundesliga, so he should go for quite a lot. And then we have Anan as well. He is going to be our defensive-minded centre mid, and you can see there the 78 pace, 69 defending and 73 dribbling. I think he'll be a pretty good one as well. So the defence is probably where this team suffers just a little, mainly because of Kirchhoff, because he's only got 72 pace. He is one of the faster centre-backs in the Bundesliga, but the reason I chose him is because he is 6'4", and I believe he'll do absolute damage. 75 defending and 74 heading. Really crazy stats, but this guy even better, 80 pace. He will be the #1 choice centre back in the Bundesliga, and it is Ho, and he is just going to be incredible. I mean, 80 heading, 80 pace, low attacking, high defensive work rates, yes please. We also have Diekmir, another giant at the right back position, and he's lightning quick. You can see there the 90 pace. Then we have Schulz as the left back, who I think might be kind of weak, but he's got decent pace and there isn't all that much choice in that position. And then in goal we're going to be using Muller, who is one of the goalkeepers I showed you yesterday. He is 6'4", going for quite cheap at the moment, and just generally very, very good because he's a giant and good all-round stats. So the next team we're going to look at is one that was decent in FIFA 12, and it is the Serie A. Now Serie A, I don't know if it's going to be any good. #1, the strikers, although they're quick, they're not all that good, and there's not all that much choice for them either. So you can see that they only have like 61, 64 shooting, which isn't incredible if you know what I mean. But there are other places in the pitch that is very strong, so we'll go through in the middle in a minute. But the centre backs are also kind of weak. It's not all that much choice for pacey ones, and you know, I know everyone's going to be like, but pace doesn't matter this year, but you know it will. Everyone knows that it will. Obviously strength is going to be a massive factor, as everyone has already reported back and said, but you know, it can't, it's not the end. It's got to have pace and strength. You can't just have strength, because if you've got no pace, you're going to get left behind. But anyway, the centre-backs, I've chosen them both because they've got high defensive work rate, so they should not get caught out too much, so pace shouldn't be too much of a bother. Our goalkeeper is going to be Bizarri. He looks very good, 6'2", very good all-round stats, probably one of the strongest silver goalkeepers that I've actually seen. Pisano at the right back and Martino at the left back, both very quick, but they both have high attacking work rates, which means that they will leave the defence, and these two really can't be affording to get left behind on their own, because they will get caught out and they will get scored against. So our midfield is really where this team excels. I think this is a very exceptional midfield. We have a Turbe at left mid who has 4-star skills and 91 pace as well as 81 dribbling. We have a Lazaric, who I actually showed you yesterday, who's 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot and also 92 pace, and yeah, he looks very good. Then the best one of the lot, I have to say, is Christo Lupus, and he's got 4-star, but his stats are absolutely unreal for a centre attacking mid. Pace of 77, 74 shooting, 74 passing, 73 dribbling, unbelievable. And then our CDM Adabambiang, I think is how you say it, 81 pace and 72 defending. He's going to be an absolute tank as well. So those two teams potentially could be very good, but you know, sort of maybe a little bit dodgy at the back, but you know, maybe you're the sort of player that sort of keeps the ball at the front and doesn't really need to defend. Next up is the BPL. Now the BPL again looks very strong. This year I think it's going to be one of the strongest leagues. You know, the BPL is just unbelievable. We have Pantilimon in goal, 6'7", good all-round stats, looks like Calfreezy. Enough said there. We have Ilori, who's a new centre-back to the Premier League for Liverpool, Portuguese, and he has 74 pace and 76 defending. We also have Mariappa, that not many people knew were in the BPL at the start of the game, just because he transferred to Crystal Palace on deadline day, and you can see that he is now starting to rise in praise. I picked him up for about 8k, and he's now already up to about 16, so he is rising in price as the fastest centre-back in the Premier League. And then we have Okore as well, who is a very hyped player at the moment, and that's mainly because of his strength and his pace. Moving on to the DMs, we have Medel and Wanyama. I think those two are going to be an absolute force to be reckoned with. Absolutely ridiculous defending stats, decent pace, decent passing, decent heading, just all round decent. And then we have Miache at right mid, who's got 4-star and is also the fastest. Frey at the left mid position, who has probably the best all round stats. And there's a couple of players that you could argue would be better, but I generally think that Frey will be the best in that position, and hence why his price is so high. Delph in the centre attacking mid, I think that he's going to be a pretty good one with the 80 pace, 79 dribbling, 72 passing. I think he'll be a very good one. He always has been in previous years. And then at the two striking position, we have an absolute combo in Agbonlahor and Jerome. Now the reason we have Agbonlahor and Jerome is because they're the fastest. Also, I'm putting my money on Jerome being better than Agbonlahor this year, because his overall stats are so much higher, so that's why I said to invest in him rather than Agbonlahor. Also, Jerome is cheaper by about 20k, so a lot cheaper there, and I think that he will be one that will rocket in price once people start playing the game. So this is where we move on to some of the squads that I think are going to be sort of like dark horses. Now I'm going to show you one of my dark horses. I'll show you the other two dark horses in the next video. Obviously you can get 500 likes on this video, and it is going to be La Liga. Now La Liga is very rarely used as a silver squad in FIFA 13 and FIFA 12, just purely because the team or the players just weren't all that inspiring, I don't think. But this year they actually look very good, and especially the attack, the midfield, they all look very good. The defence again suffers, but we'll go through that in a minute. Up front we have Rodriguez, who is hyped to shit at the moment. You can see there he's already going for 20,000 on Xbox. Medium low work rate, but he does have 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot with 87 pace, so he is going to be a very good player. And my money is on this guy being his strike partner, although there are faster players. He also has 4-star, but he has very good shooting. He's got slightly lower pace, but he's got good dribbling, and I think it's just going to be an absolute tank. I used him last year on FIFA 12, FIFA 13 even, and he was a very, very good player. Moving on to the cam, we have Trukowski. I showed you him yesterday as well. 4-star skills, 5-star weak foot. He's going to be an absolute nightmare for people to defend against. 76 pace, 74 shooting, 73 passing, 78 dribbling, all round amazing stats. Cedric, who's there purely because he's got 94 pace, which is actually ridiculous. Aquino, who I showed you yesterday, who I think is going to be an absolutely amazing player, and He's a right mid with high-low work rates, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, and he's quite cheap at the moment, although he has rise. Unfortunately, because I made that video, people are starting to realise that he's there, and he is going to be a very good player. We have Umbia as well. He's going to be an absolute tank of a DM. You can see there the 77 pace, 78 defending, 76 heading, and 70 dribbling. Obviously, moving from the BPL to La Liga, but now a CDM rather than a centre-back, and he is silver instead of gold. So our defence is going to be made up of Cicinho, 4-star skills. That's why you could choose the Portuguese or right back who's actually faster. We have Akiza and Angeleri as our two centre backs. There are quicker centre backs, but these guys both have high defensive work rates. So again, like with Serie A, I don't want them getting caught out by pushing up the pitch. I want them to sit back and not go anywhere, because I don't want them to get outpaced and just let people score against me. And then at left back, pretty much the poorest player on this team, which is Largo, and he's unfortunately the best left back. 81 pace, 72 defending, 63 heading, 67 dribbling. Just doesn't really inspire me at all. Then in goal we do have a decent player, and it is Karnazis, and he's 6'2", Greek, and he plays for Granada. He's one of the cheaper goalkeepers actually in La Liga, but I think he's going to be the best, so there you go. Now I'm going to have to stop talking because I realise how long this video is going on for, so all the links to these squads are down in the description. Hit the like button so I upload the next part of this at 8 PM tonight, and yeah, watch out for that video. Go and vote for your favourite squads on the old Foothead. Also leave your suggestions down in the comment section for like other leagues or other players that should have been in the squads that I've already shown you. But other than that, I'm going to have to stop talking. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all next time.